Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending when you're watching it, and thank you for our weekly update that you've come in to listen to us. We've recently bought some new vehicles and put them on the fleet, and I just thought this road tax, or officially what they call it, vehicle excise duty or VED, is getting out of control. So then I thought I'd just talk about it. It's primarily determined by three things: when the car was first registered, its CO2 emissions, and the original list price as of April 2026. There have been some significant changes, particularly in vehicles that are electric and high-end cars. Anyway, I thought I'd give you a breakdown of these categories, but let me get my grumbles out the way first. So the big problem is, we pay all this money and the government uses the money for big projects, motorway improvements apparently, and things like that. You pay all this money, we pay something like £700 a month, and I've still got potholes outside the house. And why? Well, that's down to the local authority, not the government who get the money. And remember, it's not used for roads anymore. Anyway, now I've got that out the way, let's talk about cars registered from April 2017 onwards. For most modern cars, the tax is split into the first year rate based on its emissions and the standard rate, a flat fee for every year after. The first year rate for the new car tax is what they call it, paid only when the car's brand new. It ranges from £10 for electric cars to £5,690 for high emission vehicles, and you probably wouldn't realise that because it's the way they stick it on the sheets. Electric, 0 grams per kilometre, £10. 1 to 150 grams per kilometre, like hybrids, 115. 151 grams to 170 grams per kilometre, standard SUV and saloons, 1,410. Over 255 grams per kilometre, performance cars, £5,690. Now the standard rate, year 2 onwards, which is what you could generally get hit with. After the first year, almost everybody pays a flat annual fee. Petrol, diesel, hybrid and electric, £200 a year. Alternative fuel, LPG, CNG, £190 a year. The expensive car supplement. If your car's list price is over £40,000 when new, £50,000 for electric cars, you must pay an extra £440 per year for 5 years, from years 2 to 6. This means the premium petrol car would cost £640 annually during that period. Now what gets me is, when they first done this, £40,000 wasn't an expensive car. £40,000 doesn't get you a lot in the car world nowadays, does it? Anyway, let's move on to cars registered between March 2001 and March 2017. These cars are taxed basically purely on their CO2 emissions. There's no expensive car supplement for this range, and it's actually broke down into 5 different categories from A to M. So it starts at £20 and goes all the way up to £790. Now, the older cars registered before March 2001, if your car's a classic but not yet 40 years old, the tax is based simply on the engine size. 1,549cc or less, £220 a year. Over that is £360 a year. Now, exemptions, like, for classic cars, historic vehicles, cars built more than 40 years ago on a rolling basis, are usually exempt from the vehicle excise duty, though they still have to pay a tax for them at 0 rate. I know, crazy. Disabled drivers, you can get exempt if you receive a certain monthly benefit. Quick tip on payments. If you pay a monthly direct debit, it usually costs around about 5% more overall than paying for 12 months in one lump sum. For example, £200 standard rate becomes £210 if split into 12 monthly payments. If you're looking at a specific model or perhaps considering to move to an electric vehicle, then you need to look at this because the changes are coming as well.